New tasks and projects typically require us to divert our time and our attention from things that we're currently working on. It's just a given in building any business. And in the beginning of a business especially, it can seem like that's the only option. We can be a one-man or a one-woman show, and if it's going to happen, it's up to us to make it happen. But before we just dive into some new thing at the expense of what we're presently doing, it's best to evaluate the actual cost of that choice. I want to share a simple method that you can use. Defining the opportunity cost is evaluating the benefit or value that must be given up in order to achieve something else. For example, if I'm great at making sales calls, but I know that I need to implement a customer sales management system in my business, I need to define the opportunity cost of the sales calls I will not be making in order to implement the software system. So, what's the value of your time? What's the hourly rate? It's not just what you would be paid for that period of time. It's actually the revenue that you could generate making the sales calls or doing whatever work you would normally be doing. It's the revenue that would be generated in the shop if you stayed in the shop instead of getting in the office. Or it's the revenue produced by calling leads who have made inquiries about your services. Once you've established a rate or value per hour of your time, ask yourself how long you would take it to do it and multiply it by the rate. If you could generate $1,000 of revenue by making calls for an hour, and it would take you 3 hours to set up the platform, the opportunity cost is 3 times 1,000 or $3,000. It's much more than just an hourly wage. You want to compare your opportunity cost to how much it will cost if someone else does it. How long would it take you to pay someone else on your staff or to subcontract the job? And they might even be faster at it than you are. So what's their time worth per hour? They could be more expensive than you think you can afford, but you need to follow the calculation through. Establish how much they'll charge you for doing it by multiplying their hourly rate by the time it will take them. Using the chart, compare what's the cost for you to do it compared to the cost of hiring someone. And then also the completion date if you do it compared to the completion date if you hire someone. This gives you the information to decide which of the choices will get you to the desired result and goal within your time targets and your budget.